What if the wedding Carla Connor dreamed of almost didn't happen? And what if one decision from Lisa could change everything forever? Carla Connor is preparing for a wedding that should be magical, but nothing in her life is ever simple. With a past full of betrayal, a present filled with chaos, and a future hanging in the balance, Lisa Swain finds herself torn until one powerful realization changes everything. And when she finally makes a choice, it's bigger, louder, and more emotional than anyone expected. Hello everyone and welcome to my Coronation Street official today. Please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up because trust me, this story is about to get intense. You can feel it right from the start. Something is building. Carla Connor is getting married. And let's be honest, when has anything in Carla's life ever been quiet? Ever been simple? This isn't just a wedding. It's a moment, a statement, a culmination of everything she's been through. Her relationship with DS Lisa Swine didn't just happen overnight. It was built slowly, carefully, through trust, vulnerability, and the kind of love that had fight to exist. For a while, things were steady, not perfect but real. And then everything changed. Becky Swine came back, and not just back from the dead. Let that sink in for a second. You can imagine the shock, right? The confusion, the disbelief, but more than that, the disruption because Becky didn't come back quietly. She came back with intention, with strategy. She wanted Lisa, and she was willing to do whatever it looked to get her. At first, it was subtle, little moments, little doubts planted like seeds, conversations that seemed harmless, but weren't. Becky knew exactly where to push, exactly what to say. She used history, emotion, vulnerability, everything Lisa once felt. And slowly it started to work. He could see it in the way Lisa hesitated, the way Carla looked at her, searching for reassurance, and not always finding it. There was tension, unspoken fear, that quiet question lingering in the air. Is this slipping away? For a moment, it really felt like it might. But then everything shifted. Lisa saw the truth, not all at once but piece by piece, like a puzzle finally coming together. She saw Becky not as the woman she once loved, but as someone manipulating, interfering, and trying to destroy something real. And that realization, it hit hard because it meant choosing, and Lisa chose Carla. In one of the most powerful turning points, she arrested Becky, not just as a detective but as a woman drawing a line, ending the chaos, protecting what mattered. But even after that, things weren't magically fixed. Because life doesn't work like that, does it? Carla and Lisa found their way back to each other, but the scars were still there. The memories, the tension, the weight of everything they had just survived. And then, life got even more complicated. Connie, a baby, a responsibility neither of them expected. The daughter of Carla's criminal brother, Rob, suddenly part of their world, and just like that, their lives became a whirlwind. A sleepless night, stress, work, emotions running high. They weren't just a couple anymore. They were holding everything together by sheer determination. And in the middle of all that chaos, they are planning a wedding. Take a second and really picture that. Two people juggling careers, emotional baggage, a baby, and now trying to figure out how to celebrate the biggest day of their lives. It's overwhelming, and that's where the cracks begin to show again. Because when it comes to the wedding, they don't see it the same way. Lisa hesitates. You can almost hear it in her voice, feel it in her body language. She's practical, grounded, maybe even a little exhausted. Part of her wonders, do they really need something big? Something extravagant? Wouldn't something simple be enough? But Carla doesn't even hesitate. Her reaction is immediate, passionate, almost fierce. Because of her, this isn't just a wedding. It's a declaration. After everything, the betrayal, the pain, the fight to be together, she wants the world to see it, to celebrate, to witness it. She wants everyone there, whether feel included, and you can feel the tension in that moment, not explosive but deep, emotional, two different perspectives, shaped by everything they have been through. Lisa doesn't argue, not really, but you can tell she is not fully convinced. So she leaves, heads to work, and that's where something inside her begins to change. Because the world she steps into at work, it's harsh, unforgiving, real. She's dealing with Deb Alahan wrongly arrested, caught up in something he didn't do. The weight of injustice, the pressure, the seriousness of it all, it's heavy. And in the middle of that, something clicks. Because when you are surrounded by darkness, by uncertainty, by the fragile nature of life, you start to see things differently. Lisa pauses, reflects, and maybe for the first time that day, she really feels it. Life is unpredictable. Happiness isn't guaranteed. And moments like the one she's about to have with Carla, they don't come often. So why hold back? Why make it small when it could be everything? By the time her shift ends, she's not the same. There's clarity now, a quiet certainty. She walks back into the factory, finds Carla, and for a second, there is just silence between them. Carla looks at her, searching again, waiting, and then Lisa speaks. She's changed her mind, but it's not just the words, it's the way she says them, the emotion behind them, the honesty. She doesn't want a small wedding, she wants something unforgettable. Something bold, something joyful, something theirs. Because they're not just anyone. They're a couple of queens. And they deserve a wedding that reflects that. You can see it in Carla's face, the relief, the excitement, the love. It's everything she hoped for, but didn't know if she'd get. And in that moment, they're aligned again. Stronger than before, but let's be real, this is Coronation Street. And a wedding like this, it's never going to be simple. This moment is so powerful because it's not really about the wedding, it's about perspective. Lisa starts off in survival mode, focused on responsibilities grounded in reality, trying to keep everything manageable, and that makes sense, considering everything she's been through, but her experience at work reminds her of something deeper, the fragility of happiness. Psychologically, that shift is huge. She moves from control to acceptance, from caution to celebration, and Carla represents something equally important, resilience, the refusal to shrink after everything she's endured. Her desire for a big wedding isn't just about extravagance, it's about reclaiming joy. Together, their journey shows growth, compromise, understanding, but it also sets the stage for more drama. Because when something this big, this emotional, this public is planned, there will be consequences. Honestly, this is the kind of storytelling that hits right in the chest because it feels real. That moment where Lisa changes her mind, it's not sudden, it's not forced, it's earned. You feel why she made that decision, and Carla, I love how unapologetic she is. She's not asking for permission to be happy, she's demanding it. But at the same time, I can't ignore the warning signs. Big weddings in soap worlds, they never go smoothly. And with their history, Becky, the chaos, the emotional baggage, it feels like something is waiting around the corner. Something that could test them all over again. So now the question is, will this wedding be the celebration Carla and Lisa deserve? Or is it setting them up for something even more dramatic? Because let's not forget, Weatherfield will be watching. And when you invite everyone into your love story, you also invite the past. So what do you think? Is Lisa's decision the start of something beautiful or the calm before another storm? And when the big day finally comes, will it end in woes or heartbreak? Stay with me because if there's one thing we know for sure, this story is far from over.